20 years ago, almost everyone had a Nokia phone. Whether you were a student, a business professional, or buying your very first mobile phone, chances are it had the Nokia logo on it. By the early 2000s, Nokia had become the world's largest mobile phone manufacturer, selling hundreds of millions of devices every year. Its famous slogan, "Connecting People," was recognized across the globe. For years, the company looked unstoppable. But in less than a decade, everything changed. Apple introduced a completely new vision of the smartphone. Android spread across the industry, and the company that once dominated the market lost its position. So, what happened? How did the biggest phone company in the world fall so quickly? This is the story of Nokia. Most people know Nokia as a phone company, but that's only a small part of its story. Nokia was founded in 1865 by Finnish engineer Fredrik Idestam. Surprisingly, the company had nothing to do with electronics. Its first business was a paper mill built on the banks of the Nokian Virta River in southern Finland. Paper production was booming at the time, and the company quickly found success. Over the following decades, Nokia expanded into completely different industries. It produced rubber boots, tires, and electrical cables. Each new business gave the company valuable engineering experience and helped it grow into one of Finland's most important industrial companies. For more than 100 years, Nokia kept reinventing itself. Then, in the late 20th century, the company made a decision that would change its future forever. It entered the world of mobile communications. By the 1980s, mobile phones were beginning to change the way people communicated. Nokia saw an opportunity that many other companies underestimated. Instead of treating mobile phones as a small side business, Nokia made them its main focus. It was a bold decision. At the time, nobody knew how big the mobile phone industry would become. Throughout the 1990s, Nokia invested heavily in research, design, and innovation. The company focused on building phones that were simple, reliable, and easy to use. That strategy worked. In 1998, Nokia became the world's largest mobile phone manufacturer, overtaking Motorola. It wasn't just selling phones. It was shaping the future of mobile communication. Every new model became smaller, lighter, and more advanced. People trusted Nokia because its phones were durable, their batteries lasted for days, and they simply worked. For millions of people around the world, buying a Nokia wasn't just a choice, it was the obvious decision. The company had become a global icon. By the early 2000s, Nokia wasn't just leading the mobile phone industry, it was dominating it. At its peak, nearly 1 out of every 2 mobile phones sold in the world was made by Nokia. Its devices became famous for one simple reason: they were incredibly reliable. Models like the Nokia 3310 earned a legendary reputation. People joked that you could drop one from a building, and the sidewalk would break before the phone did. The battery could last for days, sometimes even a full week. Then came the Nokia 1100. With more than 250 million units sold, it became one of the best-selling electronic devices in history. And of course, there was Snake. A simple game that millions of people played for hours, turning an ordinary phone into something unforgettable. Nokia wasn't just selling technology, it was becoming part of everyday life. Its slogan, "Connecting People," perfectly captured what the company stood for. At that moment, it seemed impossible that anyone could challenge Nokia's position. The future belonged to them, or at least, that's what everyone believed. Everything changed on January 9th, 2007. That was the day Steve Jobs walked onto a stage in San Francisco and introduced the first iPhone. At first, many people, including Nokia's own executives, didn't see it as a serious threat. The iPhone was expensive. Its battery life wasn't impressive. It didn't even have a physical keyboard, something that almost every phone had at the time. But Apple wasn't trying to build a better phone. It was creating a completely different kind of device. The smartphone was no longer just for calls and text messages. It became a pocket computer. While Apple was redefining the market, Nokia continued to improve Symbian, its aging operating system. Unfortunately, Symbian had become slow, complicated, and difficult for developers. Then Android arrived. Unlike Apple's closed ecosystem, Android was available to many manufacturers. Companies like Samsung quickly embraced it and released smartphones at every price point. The market changed faster than Nokia expected. For the first time in years, the company was no longer leading the industry. It was trying to catch up. As sales continued to decline, Nokia knew it had to make a major decision. In 2010, the company appointed Stephen Elop as its new CEO. His mission was simple: save Nokia. Soon after taking the role, Elop described Nokia as a company standing on a burning platform. The message was clear. Doing nothing was no longer an option. Instead of adopting Android, Nokia chose to partner with Microsoft. Together, they introduced the Lumia smartphones powered by Windows Phone. The phones were beautifully designed. Many reviewers praised their cameras, performance, and unique interface. But it was already too late. By then, Apple and Android had built massive app ecosystems. Developers focused on iOS and Android, while Windows Phone struggled to attract both users and software creators. Without enough apps, many customers simply looked elsewhere. In 2013, Nokia made one of the biggest decisions in its history. It sold its mobile phone business to Microsoft. For many people, it felt like the end of an era. Today, Nokia still exists. Although it is no longer a leader in mobile phones, the company successfully reinvented itself once again. Today, Nokia focuses on telecommunications infrastructure, 5G networks, and networking technology used by businesses and mobile operators around the world. Its name may no longer appear in the pockets of billions of people, but its technology still helps connect millions every single day. The story of Nokia isn't just about mobile phones. It's about innovation. It's about timing. And it's about how quickly an industry can change. No company is too big to fail. Success can create confidence, but confidence can slowly turn into complacency. The moment a company stops adapting, someone else starts building the future. Nokia's story reminds us that staying on top is often much harder than getting there. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe and let us know in the comments which company we should cover next.